Lot to do, lot to do. And gonna let some people get in here. Alright, got everything jotted down. That. Sorry I'm a little late. Trying to take care of some stuff that I probably should have taken care of before. But we're here, we're live. And it's taken care of before. Audio's good. 13 Star Wrestling is a go. What's going on, everybody? I only have 2 matches lined up, so I need some more matches to do. Hey, Jenny Lulu, what's happening? What's going on? How is your evening? Would you like to request a match? I have a couple matches, but nobody involved in those matches are here. So yeah, we had a request match from a returning fighter and a rematch, part 3 of Spaz and Jonesy versus Irving and Fall to Rise. And alright, Jenny, who do you want to fight? And what type of match? Because we got all these different kinds of matches. I've messed with a few, but not too entirely many of them. Normal match with Sky. You got it. Alright. Bam. Wrong. And blam. Jenny Lulu. That was Jenny. Okay, yeah. Let's make sure we're in the right arena. Boom. Here we go. 13 Star Wrestling Friday evening is a go. And hopefully some people show up during this match, because if I only have these 2 matches to do, it's going to be a short 13 Star Wrestling this Friday. I know I kind of cut last Friday short. That's because we were limited on fights, and I had some personal stuff I really needed to take care of. It's insanely quiet, yes. I'm used to it being a little quiet during my gaming streams. Usually not a whole lot of people show up for those, but I still do them because I have fun with them. This was the mold breaker from where I was, but I can understand that. Like, I'm fully aware. A lot of my viewers are people that I personally know, friends who are around me, and stuff like that. And due to this hurricane that's coming in where we're at, I assume a lot of them are taking care of stuff that I should be taking care of, but I'm not. Rain, sleet, snow, sickness, and in health, we must entertain. Y'all are having a little bit of back and forth over there. Why not what? And I'm just gonna go quiet until, because it's just me and you. We can just talk. I'm gonna try not to go overboard on what I say, because I know there's some lag, and typing out is harder than talking. Ah, kick to the spine. Oh, why am I not getting things sorted out? Because A, I'm not overly worried about it. I might go out later. Like a Category 1 really ain't shit. It's the water that's the problem. And due to that, like water's not really a problem where I'm at, where my home is at. So, I'm just not the type of person to like worry about things that I can't control. I do sometimes. That's a little bit of a lie. I do sometimes, just like any other human being, but I try not to, because like the weather, like a hurricane, is a force you can't. I mean, I'm sure our ancestors some time ago like actually tried to shoot at the hurricanes to stop them at some point. It's like you can't. Whatever's gonna happen during the planet's destruction of us is just gonna happen. You're glad you don't get weather like that. Me and my buddy were discussing, because he had been talking to a buddy who's very far away from us, and he calls us psychotic, because my buddy sent pictures or videos of people in New Orleans. New Orleans was like just a few days ago, one of the main streets in New Orleans was like thigh deep, and this is a major freaking city that is like thigh deep, and people are just walking around doing their thing on the buses just slowly trucking their way through the water, just going about their day. And his buddy was like, y'all are fucking psychotic. And my buddy he was like, what do you mean? Like, this is just how we live. I'm like, okay, think about it from his perspective, though. He doesn't get weather like that. He might get tornadoes and stuff, which you have minutes before you know that a tornado's coming. We have, like, the planet warns us, like, weeks in advance that a giant storm is about to show up on our doorstep and fuck us up. And the majority of us go, alright, stay inside, don't go to work. So I can understand from another, one, two, kick out. So I can understand from another standpoint how people from where I'm from are a bit psychotic. More to the point, during all of this, we actually have what is known as hurricane parties, which just consists of everybody getting to a single place before the storm starts, and when the storm starts, eat all the food before it goes bad, and drink all the beer before it goes cold. Get the tail on hurricanes from America, but that's the hurricanes that you can feel are coming from our eastern seaboard, correct? I mean, obviously, there's no fucking way you'd feel the winds from a storm down in the Gulf. At least I don't assume. That's why I'm asking. 1, 2. Oh, Jenny, with the reversal. Well, not quite. It just went into another not good position. Okay, yeah. Those are the eastern seaboard hurricanes. And what's up, Patty? Yeah. Yeah, like Mother Nature, like no one really talks about it, but like Mother Nature itself, like hits. Almost got the pen. Mother Nature hits America with both a right and a left hook. the right hooks hit on the eastern seaboard. If I'm saying that right, whatever. On the east, and it hits the southern part with the left hook. It's a rough time. But, I mean, apparently not so rough that we decide, okay, we should probably, like, not be here. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So, Patty Mae, do you want to fight tonight? Because right now it's just me, you, and Jenny Lulu. One, two, three. Then it chokes out the West with earthquakes. And tornadoes all throughout the mid. All throughout the mid. Like, I'm starting to think that Mother Nature doesn't like us. But that's to say that other places don't get bad weather, and that's a lie. Duck, yeah, bro. Let's fight Amber. Oh, and that's not even to say like there are certain points where just general, like straight up general weather will fuck us up royal. You hear a lot of people from Louisiana talk about the flood of 2016, and that's because it was a flood. Like, it was bad. Like, a fuck ton of people lost their homes. It was bad. And it was just raining. Like, there was no hurricane, there was no major fucking meteorological event that occurred. It was just raining. Alright, Patty.
Here is your winner, Shay.
Alright. Yeah, but Jenny, are you below the sea level? That's the biggest that I mean, I'm not saying that's our issue, is that we're below sea level. So it doesn't take a fuck ton for us to flood, but like I mean, the weather has to try a little bit, but all it has to do is try a little bit and we flood. That's like 2/5 of the state, which is much larger than many countries, lost their home. Yeah, something like that. I don't know the exact numbers. So we got Patty. Would any preference on what type of match you would like? Maybe. Yeah. And I don't know if it was like 2/5 of the state. Like, it was mainly, it occurred around here, Baton Rouge, Denham, Walker. Our man. Absolutely, Jenny. That's what it's there for. Give me 1 minute, and I will write that down. Yeah, there's a lot of places, but like half the state didn't, like up north, like the northern half of the state didn't quite catch all that. At least I don't believe they did. I don't know, I was focused on what was going on around here. Well, don't thank me. You're the one who wants it. Thank yourself. So yeah, like maybe a fifth of the state. Well, there's some folk trickling in here. What's going on? Welcome to 13 Star Wrestling. We got Iron Man match between Amber and Patty May. Shit, that's a tall order, Jenny. I mean, like, for me, I've lived in the United States all my life, and I think I've been to let me count it up. I've been to 8, maybe 9 states total in my life. I've never even been like north of the Mason-Dixon line. I've been a little north of the Mason-Dixon line. I've only ever traveled throughout the south of the United States. Yeah, Patty May's been to like 15-ish. If it's not out of choice, I would love to travel. I just struggle with a lot of places because around here, like if you travel far enough in the United States, you will come across a like very different group of people. But then again, you have assholes everywhere. But what's the Mason-Dixon line? It's just it's a line. I only use it as a reference point, but it's a line that was made back when the United States was having its little Civil War, and it was the line that was drawn between the North and the South. I just use it as a reference point because it's easier to say I've never been north of the Mason-Dixon line. I've ever only traveled in the South. Yeah, I like this. This is fun. Ask me more American questions. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. And a few places outside of the states. I've never been outside of the states. I don't have a passport. Yes, but there's no actual thing dictating this line. It's an imaginary line. Like if you're traveling, if you're traveling, you may see a sign, and that's it. That's, hey, this is where the Mason-Dixon line crossed, and that's all you get. That it's not like a real physical thing. But yeah, it was an imaginary border between the North and the South back when America was at war with itself. And Patty May's getting ready for her big move. Up and over. Blam! Oh, Patty May going for a roll up. Yeah. History. It's a weird thing. was a headbutt. Damn. Yeah, it's the yeah. Y'all actually have a thing you can go see from history, like, and we have like a lot of like forts that were used during that time where America was fighting America. And so there's like different forts and stuff you can go visit all throughout America and stuff like that. But excuse me, the Mason-Dixon line was just a imaginary. Hey, this is where the line's drawn. And like depending on how close families lived to the line, you know, in a lot of instances during the Civil War, you had brother fighting brother. But I'm sorry, I'm veering into a whole bunch of stuff that my dad was a huge like history buff. Didn't have forts, mainly castles. What's the highest states? Wait. So what's the highest states before you're out of the South? And Amber gets 1 pin. Don't know where it sits at, but this Iron Man match goes until that timer right there ends, and whoever has the most pinfalls is the winner of the Iron Man match. Just so you know. The highest states before you're out of the South, before you cross the Mason-Dixon line, I believe like Tennessee is no, damn it. I can't remember if Tennessee was. I believe Tennessee was south of the Mason-Dixon line. But mainly, like, the main states that you have south of the Mason-Dixon line, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, I believe, yeah, that's part, and the Mason-Dixon line is part of why we have a North and a South Carolina, at least to my knowledge. Again, I'm not an expert on this stuff. Don't quote me. But yeah, it just kind of cut clean across the middle of the east half of the United States, because the west half of the United States wasn't there yet. I mean, it was there. It just hadn't been fucked with and claimed as part of America yet. And I have a buddy of mine, Jenny Lulu, who would be jealous over your ability to go visit a castle. At best, we can go visit a military fort. Uh-oh. About to put Amber in the lock. So yeah, I don't know where everybody is. Guess everybody got busy on this here Friday. It is Friday, correct? Okay, it is. Whew. I've done that to myself before, just in reverse. Started freaking out. Oh, I have a stream to do. It's Thursday. Oh, wow. By all means, Jenny, come visit anytime you like. I don't think anybody except maybe the FDA might try to stop you. But I'm sorry, was that the right letters? the airport people and the passport people. They're always assholes. But no, like I can definitely like see why America fascinates people. Like we are just a giant social experiment as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, damn. That wasn't good. Not for Amber. And you have a... I'd have to get 3 planes just to get to Rayleigh. Where's that at? Where's Rayleigh at? Or Rayleigh? Rayleigh? I don't know. What's... Is that a... Yeah, it's a 15-minute long match, Patty. It doesn't matter what happens during the match, it's a 15-minute long match. Whoever has the most pins / tap outs wins the match at the end of the 15 minutes. But yeah, is that somewhere in the United States, Jenny? See, that's how untraveled I am in my own country. North Carolina. Okay, see, I know where that is. Oh, there's a pin for Patty. I haven't been super paying attention to the match. I apologize. So I don't know who's in the better standings right now. But, yeah. 3 planes to get there? I get it, yeah. That kind of makes sense. It's like a direct plane ride from there to there, like, they'd have to stop for fuel, like, what, at least 3 times? And I don't think they built a whole lot of refueling stations out in the middle of the ocean. Our schools suck. Where is this place we should know about? I mean, that's not our... Well, our schools suck, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, our whole... Across the board, the whole school plan sucks. It's a giant keep the sheeple in their sheeple ways type thing. But don't make me get into the to the schools. But that's just less about the schools and more about us being less traveled. Because she said a town, which is basically like me telling someone from Scotland. Not, this isn't at you, Jenny. This is to Patty. But that's like telling someone from Scotland, yeah, I'm in Denham Springs. They are going to go fucking where? Glasgow to London, London to JFK, then JFK to either Raleigh or Fort something in Dallas. Texas? Whoa! Wait, isn't the JFK airport? The JFK is in America, so you'd be in America once you went from London to JFK, right? Am I? The cogs are burning. Oh, nope. Patty says, nuh-uh. You got a minute. I don't know what happens if everything's tied. Canadian Destroyer. 1, 2, and the kick out. 45 seconds left. Stomp to the thigh. That's a fair point. 1, 2, 3. In the last, on the 22nd mark, Amber gets another pin. I get that. See, like, okay, you talk about something a little crazy that I see, like, a lot of, like, stuff on the internet about, like, how some of our states are bigger than a lot of countries. And someone did, like, a time travel type thing side by side. And there was, like within the time that, in the United States, within the time that you visited, like, 2, maybe 3 states, you could have driven that distance between 4, maybe 5 countries across the pond, and that kind of segues into yeah, Texas was a part of this story. My cousin had a friend of his that he needed to go pick up, and we had an event to go to in Texas as well. So where we're at, I'm sorry, the map is, for you guys, it's from here to here. So where we're at is in Louisiana, the boot, and we're over here in Baton Rouge. So we had to drive like 3/4 of the way across our state to get into Texas, to drive past where we were supposed to be going to go pick her up, and then turn around and drive back to where we were going for the event we were going to. And the whole drive from here to here, and not even all the way back, took 18 hours. We didn't stop. The only amount of, like, rest either of us got was sleeping while the other drove. Oh, Patty Mae pulling out the win. All right. You can drive from Scotland to the bottom of England in 6 hours. Yeah, I can get to another state in that amount of time. I can, like, given that amount of time, I'll either be a little ways into Texas, or I might have crossed Mississippi into Alabama. Maybe. If I went left or right. If I went up, I'd be in Mississippi, and if I tried to go to Arkansas, it would take me way more than that many hours. It just, like, I see a lot of people from other countries, they do, you know, a lot of traveling happens more often in other countries from what I see. I don't have any numbers to crunch or anything. But, like, I think that's probably part of the American, like, issue with it, is that, like, we have to travel so very far to see anything different. Alright, so Jenny Lulu. And I'm guessing, I'm pretty sure Kitty still has it. We're going to make sure. Kitty definitely still has it. Not yet. I was waiting for anybody to show up for their matches. And as of right now, we got Jenny Lulu. I was holding off for you, Spazzy, possibly for Jonesy, Irving, or Falderized if either of them showed up. It's been real quiet. It's been super quiet today. So, like, after this, I have one more match, possibly two, if either Meeseeks or Sandwich shows up. which I've been looking at the numbers and I know for a fact Meeseeks ain't here. We're the same. Scotland and England are pretty much the same. We need passports to travel somewhere different. Well, that is one thing I have to, give up, for travel in the States is easy, as long as you have the money for it, either a plane ticket or gas. To cross a state ain't shit. It's just like big. Just like with the Mason-Dixon line with a big old sign, that's all it is. Boom! You are now in this state. That's like that is the most, that's it. You're sitting there driving and, oh, I'm in Alabama now. Cool. That's it. No checkpoints, no nothing. So, Spazzy, you ready for your championship match? Oh, what happened? Short drop kick that missed. You just see signs. Wait, so you don't need a passport to go from Scotland to England? Oh, the leg drop. No, just drive? Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, see, Spazzy Boy and King Jonesy from Professional Idiots Gaming are from Iowa. The internet is the only reason we know each other. We've never actually met in real life. And yet, he's only a few states away. But it's such a long travel that it's like, yeah. So yeah, again, I've never been north of the Mason-Dixon line, so I've never seen the oh hey, more corn, did we even cross a border? I've never seen that. Yeah, Spaz, I get this distinct feeling that cause it's something my dad experienced a long time ago, because he traveled all over the United States for his work back in the past. Oh, I planned on it, Spaz. Don't worry about all that. But I get that, like just due to 1 second, I'll answer that, Jenny. What was that? Oh, yeah. If you came down here and started driving a car where I'm used to driving a car, I feel like you would get claustrophobic as hell. Now, again, this isn't like, something I know. It's just something that, cause, when you drive, it's, all open, right? Like, if you look right, you'll be able to see for a long while, right? If you look left, same thing. You can see for, maybe the corn's a little tall, but you can, see shit, way off in the background, right? Here, it's like most of the roads, like a general 2-lane road, is surrounded on both sides by trees. Sometimes the sun can barely penetrate it. There's just trees up and over you, to your right and to your left, and if you go off the road, you're either going into a ditch or into a lot of trees. So the 4 pigs that stay in the same state, it's actually 5. The Skoinkman, who you don't see him entirely too often because he works out of town. but he does give it his all when he shows up. The Jedi. Kitty retains her 24/7 title. Jedi, Epic Sandwich, Benji, and myself all live in the same state. Matter of fact, myself, Epic Sandwich, and the Skoinkman Red all live in the same city. They both live about 15 minutes from me in either direction. Jedi lives in a little town right outside of our city, and Benji was there for a little bit, but now he's traveling and working, but it's local travel to work. So he's wherever he's at, he drives for a little while, and he's back here with us. So that's why you see a lot of us physically together, and Jonesy and Spazzy are together because they live 3-4 some amount of states away, but they live like 2 blocks from each other. Yeah, if he wants to go to Walmart, he has to travel 55 minutes. If I want to go to Walmart, I travel for 3. Oh! What's Walmart? It's best explained in a simple sentence. It's a giant superstore for all of your needs. It's basically like take any store that you can think of and mash it into one. That's Walmart. There's a lot of controversy about how they treat their employees and all that, but the convenience of it is unbelievable. Prices slash. God damn, it sounds like I'm getting sponsored by Walmart. I'm #not sponsored by Walmart. But like you need groceries, Walmart. You need clothes, Walmart. You need stuff for camping, Walmart. You need toys for your kids, Walmart. Sounds like B&M. Maybe. I don't know what B&M is. B&M. So sorry you lost Jenny, but better luck next time. Spaz, it's time. All right, so we got the challengers. Oh, I still didn't download your character, Spaz. I apologize. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But, I mean, I still got you. No, Jenny. No. I'll get to that in a second. I mean, I can't stop you from feeling stupid. I'm just saying you shouldn't. There we go. Okay. And their opponents Fall to Rise and Irving. Let's go ahead and turn entrances on because this might be the final fight of the night. Boom. That's what I didn't do. I didn't switch the venue, but that's okay. That's okay. We're just showing up in NXT and showing them what we're worth. Jenny Lulu. Why do you feel stupid? Because you don't understand something that you've never experienced or been a part of? That's no reason to feel stupid. I don't know what a B&M is. I don't feel stupid for that because I've never seen a B&M. There's no reason to feel stupid. Yeah, it's possible, Spaz. That's why I keep to the schedule. Wednesday and Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Um, but there, like some people they don't like. Earlier, I was playing a game with Jedi earlier, and by the way, Spaz, for full disclosure on what happened in the chat, there was nothing. There was nothing like it was just like all of us were in a game of Brawlhalla. We looked down and saw that picture you sent, and somebody was like, "What the fuck?" And then somebody else hit the angry emoji. So then somebody else hit it, and there was a little bit of laughter in the party. And then somebody else hit it, and there was a little more laughter. Then I hit it, and more laughter. And then Jonesy hit it, and we all fucking died. Uh, and your confusion just made it better. there was nothing. There was like nobody was upset with you or anything. It was just a moment that happened for literally no reason. But for that note, as I was playing with Jedi, his roommate David was like, hey, he had walked up. I could hear him in the background. He was like, hey, so y'all got a stream tonight, right? And he was like, yeah. And well, no. Jedi was like, no. He was like, yeah, no, I thought y'all had a stream tonight. And and he was like sitting there arguing with Jedi about whether or not the pics were streaming. And I realized I was like, David, it's my stream tonight, jackass. And he was like, oh. Like, even when people get the information, it gets jumbled in their heads. It's weird. Yeah, I suppose if I were to say to you, Tatty Scones and IRN brew or Earn brew, you'd have no idea. No, like I might be able to guess. No, I can't. I can't even guess. No, I can't even guess as to what those are. I have no idea because I've never experienced them, and maybe I have, but you call it something different. Again, not gonna feel stupid for that. What's up? What's happening, Jacob? Talking about the differences between America and, well, currently Scotland, with Jenny. Lots of, just, there's a lot of similarities, but lots of, like, major differences. But it was funny, right? I don't know about everybody else. To me, personally, I looked at it and went, ugh. I mean, I don't mean to kink shame, but ugh. For those of you, I'm never going to talk about something and not, like, fully disclose what I'm talking about if I can help it. Spaz sent a message to the rest of us pigs of a picture of a dude. Like there's one dude laying on his back, facing away from the camera in his underwear, and a dude that was facing towards the camera with his head the other way, with his head in the dude's underwear, like with his back of his head to the dude's ass crack, but like his whole head was in the dude's underwear. It was just like, and they're out in the middle of the woods. They're both dirty as fuck. It was like, get a room, somewhere where somebody can't take a picture of you and I have to look at it. I'm good, Jacobson. Pretty good, can't complain. Getting on to this here championship tag team match. Tatty scones are flat potato scones that you have in bacon rolls. Ooh. Iron Brew is an orange Scottish fizz drink. Oh, it's like, see, I would have thought that was a beer or something. Yeah, I would have hands down thought that was a beer. I'm actually trying to think of like something American that you would have never heard of. Is anybody in the comments got anything in their head offhand that they can think of? Because like, oh, thank you, Jacob. Oh yeah, and if you like 13 Star Wrestling, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you so much, Jacob.
Action, chase.
Um,
Big Nasty, Logan, Jones.
yeah, I don't doubt that.
Fine weight.
I'm sure you're just as sick of looking at Budweiser fucking logos as I am.
Logan, Jones.
Yeah, thank you, Jacob. Trying to think.
Big Nasty, Logan, Jones. And
Well, I just thought of something, but it's not something that you would have never heard before, but it's possibly something that you would have never seen before. Have you ever seen an alligator in real life, Jenny Lulu?
and Urban, a pig.
Just out of curiosity, because to my knowledge, they're only located in like 3 places in the world. That's here, the Everglades, and somewhere in China. They're smaller, but their stomachs are armored, and it's a weird fucking balance. In Spain, was it like captured? Was it something like that? It was in a zoo. Okay. Quick little story time about some gators. My buddy was fishing not too long ago, and him and his friend. I know I have a lot of stories that I tell you guys from my buddies. If it happened to me, I'd tell you, but I'm not gonna lie about it. But they were all on a boat and they were fishing. Well, they were in heavily. Like alligators were everywhere. It was heavily populated by alligators where they were at. So heavy, in fact, that as soon as they hooked something, they'd start reeling it in, and an alligator would come. Like, you could see them all floating right here, and they were just lining the fucking banks. And as soon as they saw that fish flopping around, they'd beeline for it and snatch it off the hook, take it, and just take off with the fish. So they had to start, like, reeling in fast. Well, now they're skipping across the top of the water and doing a whole bunch of that shit. So the alligators get even more frenzied, to the point that the dude that my buddy is with sees the fish coming in, sees the alligator just beelining for it super fast. He said, "Dude, get the paddle. Get the paddle." So my buddy, he grabs the paddle, and he says, that alligator's going to try to jump up on the back of this boat. So he's reeling it in. He gets the fish in, and the alligator comes up out the water trying to jump into the boat. My buddy rears back and breaks the paddle over the alligator's head. The alligator cuts a backflip and splashes in the water and takes the fuck off. I think he gave that alligator sentience. Because it seemed like that alligator was like, had some thought processes at that point. And he had to use this broken paddle to do it about at least 24 more times so that they could get some fucking fish. They were just battling alligators. The scariest thing in Scotland are grass snakes. Oh, that would be wonderful. There's a high probability that a poisonous snake can just come into my house where I'm at. You helped an alligator snapping turtle cross the road a few weeks back. Kudos to you. I don't think it needed your help, because them damn things are so fucking tough that if you tried to run over it, you would damage your vehicle more than you damage the damn snapping turtle. Because them fuckers are mean. Yeah, they're not even poisoned. Oh yeah, I know. Fucking. If I tried hard enough, I could probably like find 5 things within 2 hours of traveling somewhere near my home. I could probably find like 5 things that could kill me. Oh, word, Spazzy, word. I understand. What's happening, Insane Killer Plays? Long time no see. We got a championship bout going on. Tag team between Spazzy and King Jonesy versus Irving and Fall to Rise. But yeah, I understand, Spaz. Definitely long time no see. Well, I've been here twice a week. But no, I'm just fucking with you. We have wildlife, but it's things like deer, squirrels, badgers, and foxes. You ever heard of possums? Those are fun. What's happening, Hannah Chan? You got money on Spazzy and Jonesy. Check you out, Spazzy. You got somebody in your corner. But Irving going for the pin again. Is Spaz going to try to stop it at all? Nope, not needed. Not much animal action up here besides keeping an eye out for deer while going 60. I think that's just everywhere. Heard of them, but never seen one. Don't have them here. They're everywhere here. Like neighborhoods. They don't care. They'll just travel neighborhoods. I mean, it's not like, you know, I can walk out and fucking just find a fuck ton of them. But I'm in the middle of Baton Rouge, a major city. And I have seen possums in my neighborhood. If caught at an early age, they can be nice. If you see a full-grown wild one, leave it the fuck alone. It is Satan incarnate, and it will try to kill you. It's not big enough or mean enough to... it's not big enough, and it doesn't have the means to actually do so. But it can fuck you up. Because they're only like this big, max. But they're just fucking mean. But yeah, fucking, we got snakes out the ass, fucking more types, more different species that I could, a possum, yeah. Like, if you, they're mean, they're tiny, and they're adorable to some people. But they're mean. They're just basically giant rats. Imagine a rat big enough to look at you like, what? You want to go? Come on. And it'll like step towards you like, are you sure? Still gotta try crawfish, but I refuse until you can come down. That's a good call. There is no place better to get the mud bugs cooked than Louisiana. Texas tries, and they do okay. Mississippi tries, and they do okay. This is where you get your crawfish. I don't doubt it, Insane. A few years ago, we had a flood that basically took out the city I'm in, 3 other cities outside of this city, And Fall to Rise and Irving maintain their belts. Look at that. Yeah, I understand that yeah, Flood is Spaz not too happy with the outcome of events. Was it just me, or were like 3/4 of those highlights Spaz getting thrown around? Fall to Rise and Irving clinking their belts together. Maybe, Spaz, maybe. I just like it because there aren't many established tag teams in 13 Star Wrestling. It's really just me throwing people together. But yeah, that about does it for the matches that were set up beforehand and were requested tonight. Had a good time talking about America and Scotland and different animals in different parts of America. All right, Spaz. All right, 1 second. Okay, I got it. Your comment. Fucking. Okay, yeah, okay. I read it. Give me a second. I'll respond. Well, I understand what you meant, Spaz, but the 24/7 is exactly as such. I have no matches lined up, and you just asked for a 24/7 match. Here you go. Boom. Oh, we're here for at least one more match, Jenny. And Insane, I mean, there are two schools of thought about it. Like, when something major like that happens, you can either freak the fuck out, which I've seen people do, and it is a natural response, but it doesn't do anything, and it doesn't solve anything. Or you can go the other route, which is the productive route, and maintain a calm and just figure out, okay, what's step A to solving this problem. I get what you mean, Jenny, but provide me some examples. What do you use an odd word for that you know we call something else? But yeah, Insane. I've seen people do that same shit on the roof of their house, because their house is flooded and they can't, like, it's above their vehicles and that was their only option. So they're just on their roofs drinking a beer and. Hopefully, I can overcome this giant once more. It's a possibility. I left the entrances on by mistake. Spaz ready for his 24/7 title shot. Will he walk away with it?
Introducing the challenger.
Let's get into this fight. Oh! Oh! Spaz just putting him on his ass. Trunk, boot. Okay, so like the boot of your car is your trunk. Okay. Soda is fizzy juice. We actually have our own argument in the States about that. Some people call it soda, some people call it pop. Alright, Insane, take it easy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave a like before you go. It's time to okay, so yeah, we Soda. I'm just working down your list here, and we have our own little thing about soda. Some people call it soda, some people call it pop. I've never heard anyone call it fizzy juice, so that's new to me. But like me, like I don't call it either. I don't call it soda, pop. I don't call it any of it. I call it Coke or Dr. Pepper. Thank you so much, Insane. You have a good night, man. I'll catch you later. Soda pop, and then there's Triska. I'm just saying, like, you know, like if I have Sprite, Dr. Pepper, and Coke in my fridge, and you say, you know, hey, I want a drink, I'm not gonna say, okay, do you want a soda or something else? Because I'll just tell you, I have Sprite, Coke, and Dr. Pepper, some apple juice, maybe some tea. I'll just tell you what I have. Let's see. Let's trash is rubbish. I have heard that one plenty of times before. I've heard it used in like a man. This is rubbish. You know, I've heard it used in that term. I've never heard like I don't think I've ever heard general like what do y'all call a trash can? Like a rubbish box? I know I'm not right on that. I'm just being an ass. Candy is sweets. There are some people around here that call candy sweets, just in general. Fries is okay. So fries are chips, and chips are crisps. A wheelie bin. I like that. That's that's awesome. But like even like one that you might have in your house with no wheels, y'all call those wheelie bins? I'm sorry, I have one right here to my right. That's why I keep gesturing over here. So, but it's the fries and chips thing that that does like that's just a bin. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's the trash can. That's what most. Whoa, that was weird. The fries that are chips, and chips are crisps. Now, see, when I was younger, I didn't know. Like, I knew I know that fries are called chips now, but whenever I was younger, okay. Whenever I was younger, and I first heard the term fish and chips, I was like, like, that's not a combo that goes together. Like, how are you going to sit there and be eating on some fish and then like turn around and like munch on some Doritos. That doesn't like what? And then I, over years later, figured out, oh, chips means fries. Okay. And crisps. I feel like crisps actually is a better word for chips. It the word almost has like a nice phonetic sound for what, you know, it's crispy chip. It's crisp. I like that. Oh, Spaz almost getting counted out. Oh, well, pinned. But yeah, I definitely think that a lot of the made-up words you hear on the internet, I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying a lot of them, especially the more stupid ones, was definitely made by us. Like, yeet or dab. An elevator is a lift. I've heard that before. I've heard people say, you know, they're going to use the lift. Sorry, my brain went off on a whole tangent about elevators and stupid questions. Nothing to do with y'all, just the elevator thing made me think about it. Can't think of any more? That's okay, there's probably plenty. Like, if we ever met, you'd probably just be talking to me and I'd have to, like... What did you just say? What does that mean? Well, congratulations to the Viking. You want to fight Jedi. Alright. I can do that fight for yous. And Viking's still holding on to his 24/7 title. Scottish is different from English as well, so it would be harder. Yeah? Well, we got one more fight now, possibly two, if I can, like... I'm gonna see what I can do at the end when I have no more matches to do. I'm gonna see what I can do. But if I can't get somebody to show up, then you know, it is what it is. It's never not worked before. I just have my fears. Yeah. That's funny, Jenny. Alright. So we got Jedi. Megavox. Keep forgetting. Alright. I'm looking at that match, and I want to see it, but I would like one of the two competitors to show up. Sandwich is one of them, but can't guarantee nothing on that. And if I can't, I will try. I will bust out the Meeseeks box, and I will try to summon Meeseeks so that he can see his match. but I've been watching the view count very particularly. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with that guy. What's happening? But yeah, like I said, I'll try, and if neither one of them show up by the end, if Sandwich doesn't show up by the end of this match, I'll try the box, and if he doesn't show up, then I'm just not gonna do that match. I keep forgetting to turn.
The following contest and his opponent.
So you're talking properly too, trying to contain the accent, and him and Right Fix still had to ask. I mean, I think that's just a natural Scottish thing, like, cause y'all have like a deep, like every accent comes from a different part of the mouth and throat, and the Scottish accent specifically comes from like the back of the throat, which makes it a lot deeper in a lot of instances. I'm not saying you have like a deep manly voice. That's not what I'm saying, but it does cause a lot of like confusion. Just like if someone you use the tip, like everything was from the tip of their mouth, they might end up talking way too fast, and like way too fast for people to understand them. They have to ask them what all the time. Hell, I don't think your accent's something you should hide. It's something you should be proud of. I know where I'm from, and I actually actively try to use the word ain't a little more often than I already do. Oh, right hands, over and over. Oh, Spazzy, you're a bit late to that conversation. She lives a few blocks from my extended family out in Scotland. If I get going with my accent, I talk fast. That might help a little bit. No, I'm just fucking with you, Spazzy. But no, I have other things floating around in there, but I am mainly of Scottish ancestry. Like, my last name is Robertson, son of Robert, and yeah, like I have a coat of arms from Scotland. Heavily Scottish over here.
Here is your winner,
Go you, Vox! Check you out! Celebrate it out! Celebrate it out! Alright, so Sandwich is not here, and I don't know if this will work, so if it doesn't, we'll go ahead and call it, but if it does, we have one more match. I don't understand. No, I don't, unfortunately, but I'll talk with my aunt who does know our family history. Alright, cool. This is a Meeseeks box. You press the button, Meeseeks shows up, you ask the request, the Meeseeks fulfills the request, and then it stops existing. So we're gonna see if we can get Meeseeks to show up. I've been watching the view count, and I don't... I shouldn't fucking doubt anymore. What the hell? I have a million questions for you, Meeseeks, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Uh, you have my tartan at home? What? Really? What's happened, Meeseeks? You actually had a request for me. All right, Jacob, take it easy. Have a good one, man. I have one match that you requested, and I cool. I'd be able to find your code. Yeah. That's nuts. You're gonna have to send me looks. Get to it. I think you mean let's, but yeah. All right, let me set this match up real fast. Like. Yeah, all you got to do is fight the match. Whether you win or lose, you can poof. That's all. My request is that you fight this match. All right. Let's actually turn the entrances off this time. Jenny, I might have to, like, see what I can do to, like, buy that from you. That's awesome. No, I might not be able to, because, like, I wouldn't just, like, hang it somewhere proudly. I'd probably do something stupid, like, you know, actually wear it. Oh, God, Mr. Meeseeks. That's up to you, Jenny. Just saying, I put it out there that I would happily buy it. Let's put this poor sap to bed, okay? IU. What? Slow down on the keyboard, Meeseeks. Who do you think is gonna win this match? Is it gonna be Epic Sandwich or is it gonna be Mr. Meeseeks? Comment down below. Uh-oh. Okay. This fight started to spill out into the crowd. Well, I guess it's continuing to spill out into the crowd. Oh. I think climbing that barrier is just a bad thing for you, Sandwich. That's right, don't mess with me! It's just a square of fabric, not something you'd be able to wear unless you sew it on something. And I would. Damn. Meeseeks putting Sandwich in the corner. Sandwich telling him nobody put Sandwich in the corner. Uh-oh. Meeseeks going to choke Sandwich out now. Well, I mean, you're about to be in more. Just so you know. What is about to happen? What the fuck? Oh, Jenny, was meant to ask, was that something you just already had, or was that something that like after I talked to you about all that? Was that because I remember you saying something about you going to talk to the people up the road, the Robertsons? Was that something that they gave you, or? It feels kind of nice. Makes you feel alive, Mr. Meeseeks. Mr. Meeseeks was born for wrestling. He can take all the chair shots in the world and he won't die. Oh, Mr. Meeseeks pouncing on him. Shit. Getting ready for the big move. Here comes the big move. Oh, Mr. Meeseeks, what do you mean? You don't know about your own people? Meeseeks can't die. I know this because in that episode that y'all were involved in Rick and Morty, super heavily, might I add. Oh, there you go. Y'all can't die. Y'all tried to kill each other and you couldn't. No banana had leftover tartan from different clans. I got the box after she died. After our combo, I had to look and found it. Wow, that's nuts. That's awesome. You're definitely gonna have to send me a picture of it somehow. I'm pretty sure you can send me pictures on TikTok, can't you? Oh, excuse me. But you're the last Meeseeks. so you all right, Meeseeks, later. Don't forget to request another match at a later point if you want to. Well, he's gone. Look, I'm a level with y'all. I did not know he was gonna show up. I was like, this is gonna be the first time I hit the button, and he's not gonna be around.
Here is your winner, Mr. M.
Holy shit! Oh, that's a good way to figure that out. I'm not on Twitter, but if you Spaz, is that what you're getting at? If she sends it to you, you can send it to me, and that's if TikTok won't let you send me pictures. That's, yeah. Jenny Johnstone. I think that about does it. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's always a blast. I know everyone in here knows everything that I have to say. Go check out the pigs, Gaming on Wednesday. And for those who are here right now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, one of the oldest clans, what's that, us? The Robertsons? Or your clan? Yeah, answer that at your leisure. Oh, the Johnstones. Gotcha. That's an old sounding name. But yeah, check out the pigs. Quick, to let you know what's going on with gaming. I am sticking to Borderlands for the next however long it takes me to get through the fight for Sanctuary. Because it is a fun new story mode for Borderlands, and I love Borderlands. You've all heard me talk about it. So now that there's a new little tidbit of story, I want to do it, and I want you guys to experience it if you want to. So I will be streaming the whole thing and not touching it outside of the stream. So the next few gamings are going to be all Borderlands. Don't forget to join up on the final Friday of this month, because 13 Star Mania is officially like I know the last time it was like it officially started, but that was the figuring out how I should do it. So this will mark the first actual planned monthly 13 Star Mania. So don't forget to join up for that. And that about does it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Enjoy it every time. Take it easy. Meeseeks, god damn him.